Well, hello there, and welcome to my channel. In this video, where we're going to go over the stats and the general how to build a press like this. So safety first. If you're ever going to build something like this, always wear your glasses, wear your safety glasses, gloves, and an apron. Just be careful. Watch, it creates a lot of sharp edges, right? Drilling. Don't build this. Also, if you don't know what you're doing, don't just grab some metal and a thing. Oh, I'm going to put 2x4 in there. And know your structure limits for your steels and tensile strengths and all that good stuff. Also, just to let you know, I am a certified machinist, Red Seal. I do this for a living. So if I am pressing 10 tons of something right 2 feet in front of my face, I am more than confident nothing's going to happen. And it's also under a factor of 4 safety. It's only 1/4 as powerful as it could be. Next, this is, as you know, what these are used for. They press in teas, concentrates, everything. So therefore, I do not condone or recommend that you do this for any illegal activities. Strictly for pressing food products is the general purpose of this. You would never use this as a clamp. This is only 1 inch. Let's go over the actual machine itself. It's encased in 6061 aluminum, bolted on, grade 8 bolts, a handle, all 6061 aluminum, very nice. Top plate, bottom plate, they're made out of 1018, 4x1 inch thick, and the centerpiece is 1/2 and by 4 as well. So it's the same. All 3 of these are the same. These holes, as you can see in there, they will all be drilled together for perfect alignment. This is used 5/8 ready rod, grade 8 nuts, grade 8 nuts as well. As I said, grade 8 bolts as well. These rods, they are 24,500 PSI for each one of these, equals 98,000 up here altogether, which you divide that by 2,000 pounds, so you can equal up to about 49 point something tons of force. And then you divide that by 4 and it comes out to 12.5 tons. And I'm running a 10-ton porta power. So therefore, these 4 times and a little bit more than it can go. It's also these 1 inch plates. They are, like I said, 1018 steel. They come in at 53,700 PSI. And it has a 15% stretch over 2 inches. So first of all, you're going to have to get it up to 53,000 pounds. And this does not generate that. This generates 10 ton. Anyway, so the top plate. And in worst case, if you overpressure this is too much, you could possibly bend this. And it's got enough stretchability that it needs to stretch approximately 15%. So that would be quite a lot. And this only has like 1 inch of travel. So completely done like this, I have no problem just cranking it right up. Nothing is going to happen there. It's impossible to wreck any of that. Now the jaws, they are just 3/4 of an inch by 3 by 6 long, dual heated in the back, draw filed flat. We also painted it a nice trim clad black and a trim clad yellow, can be anything. This also comes with extra bolts up here, so you jack it up a little bit, set your nuts, and then you can remove your porta power. It is powered by 2 temperature controls. They're rated for 15 or 12 100 watts each. And I'm just powering 2 heat cartridges. These are called cartridge heaters. And I have 2 in the bottom, 2 in the top. So they're 100 watts each. So 200 watts. You have way more power than you ever would need. It's also, I have some hardwood 1/4 inch shims sitting on the aluminum side, and then there's a 1mm fiberglass heat shield, and it's against the wood and the bottom plate, or the plate here, which is on the bottom, and then the same as your push plate. You can't really see it because it's black as well. So there we go. Now turn this back. This is also, as I was saying before, so you can just easily put the porta power in here. I have little marks here where you know as it goes. That'll be in position there. You center it. Then this porta power is over here. We have a hydraulic measuring of the pressure gauge. This is a 10-ton porta power, 4-inch high with a 2-inch stroke, and weighs 5.5 pounds. That's irrelevant. This whole thing is very heavy, approximately 45 pounds. We'll go now into the upgrades of maybe what should be done if you're going to build another one, or upgrade it to, say, a 20-ton press. It would be quite easy. You get a 20-ton porta power. That is completely separate. You've just upgraded. You're still within the ×2 safety margin of anything bending or shearing. You could also upgrade the jaws to 6.8. People would like to say 7, but it's not quite 7. You need a little bit of room for your springs. You get 6.8 by 4. The by 4 is usually more. You can do a wider press. That is a very possible upgrade. And it would also take in 3 heaters in the back for more uniform, and obviously it's thicker material, so you would have an extra heater in the back, which, as we were just talking before, your ink would more than handle another extra heater. This thing already heats up in under 2 minutes and balances. Another upgrade which could be done, and it might actually be even better than what this is. I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked into the strength. But making these rods, a straight rod, a 4140 high tensile strength for a smoother flow, better look. And you could then possibly make it larger, but then you wouldn't have your lock setting. And that is why I went with Ready Rod, because I like to bring it up a little bit, move it. Maybe I want to remove this. Simply plugs in. I've got these just hooked to plugins. Mind the tape. I have my butt connectors haven't come in the mail yet, because that will be done as well too, and then it'll just be a smooth line. So there, now so let's wrap this up. Enough talking about it, and let's show you how it was made. Here you go. So step 1, I'm going to take 3 pieces of metal, 1 for a top plate, 1 for the middle pressing plate, and 1 for the base. I'm going to drill 4 holes. As you can see, I pre-drilled 4 holes. Then I open it up to the size of my Ready Rod. I drill my holes first with a 3/16. Then I drill the next set of holes. I'm using this in here as a location so nothing moves. We want these to be perfect, straight through, all the same size, and in alignment with each other. The hole placement is not important in relation to the block, but the hole placement is very important for the top, middle, and bottom. so they all line up. Okay, here we are. We've got the plates drilled. There's the top plate, center push plate, and the bottom plate. And now next, what we're going to do is we're going to countersink all these. Take the little slight burr off the edge. We'll use a 3/4 or a 1-inch countersink. And we'll countersink both sides. This plate has to be machined down off this end, 50 thousandths of an inch, to be 25 thousandths of an inch smaller in between this plate and this plate on the side rails. We're making this out of 6061 aluminum. This is the sink to heat press. So it's 3/4 by 3 by 6. And I have to cut it off. Got a hacksaw here. And yeah, we're gonna get crazy. I had 2 pieces of ready rod. I anchored, put one through here, put one through here. I measured them approximately to the same size. Very close. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're drilling the holes. We've already drilled one of the heat plates. We have our 2 holes for our heat coils. Okay, so we just finished about an hour of very carefully drilling everything out, lining it all up. So I lined these plates up. I drilled and tapped these 1/4 20. I drilled these out, clearance 30 over 1/4 inch. Okay, there we go. We're going to take our 2 bolts, like so. Take this over, put bolts in here. Looks pretty good, pretty nice and square. This will be the way that faces us. Siding on here and a handle going across the top. Okay, so after we put that together, we put on the handle, aka safety rails. We drilled a hole here, hole down here, holds this side on, keeps everything in alignment. We did the same to this side. Put it down here. You could put 2 bolts in here if you wish. Say this was a 20-ton, like max pressure, you would double up the bolts here. Nice little smooth round handle. Okay, so here we've got it all together. Look at the back side. I can't see really very good, as you can see. And there's our back. We got her all done. Hey there. Pretty fun, eh? Lots of hard work. Hacksawing those pieces of metal wasn't so fun at all. But, hey, you know, had nothing better to do. And as you've seen, we only used a drill press, hacksaw, some hand tools, hand grinder, drill. So, with further ado, if you find this video useful at all, please like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. And, you know, it all helps out the channel. Thanks very much. Have a good night, guys.